friends, I'm Kelly and this is my channel, Kel's Lampwork Glass Jewellery and More. And today I'm bringing you September's Bargain Bead Box unboxing, and of course I'm going to make some jewellery with it. I should be making a necklace, a bracelet and a pair of earrings. I'll leave it a surprise what I'm going to make with it. Usually I just make on the fly with a wee bit of preparation, because I hopefully don't want to make this tutorial too long for you, because as you probably see my tutorials are a little long, but hopefully this one shouldn't be too long. Well, I'll try not to make it too long, because I really don't want you having to be sat here for ages. I am a bit of a slow jewellery maker, but I want it to be as good as I can make it, both for yourselves and also for other people as well. But let's get the housekeeping out of the way so we can get to the unboxing of this wonderful kit and the making of the jewellery. My apologies about that coughing, I am sorry. So, as I said, let's get the housekeeping out of the way. Let me tell you a bit about Bargain Bead Box. Bargain Bead Box is a monthly kit, and for the UK with shipping it is £25.7 a month, and for America it is $22.99 a month. This comes as a well curated kit. Honestly, the kits are absolutely amazing. One of the best curated kits around. I don't think I found a kit that they've made that I haven't liked. Honestly, they are outstanding. They do the most wonderful kits ever. If I could choose a kit to buy, just one kit, I'm sure it would be this one. I just could make with it for eternity. Also, Bargain Bead Box have a sister site called Bead Box Bargains. I will put both websites in my description so that you can get to them. But for Bargain Bead Box, I have a referral link, which you are at no point obliged to use. I will explain in my description about the referral link, how it works, and how the fact that you get a bonus for it, but when you use it to sign up. But with myself, unless 3 people use it to sign up, I don't get a bonus till the 3rd person signs up. Sorry, I do apologise. I've just got something in my eye. I am sorry. I will wash my hands before I use any jewellery because I've touched my eyes. Where was I? Oh yes. And then with their sister store, if you are signed up to Bargain Bead Box, you get a 30% voucher, which is sent in the kit, and it is also sent to your email. But whether you are signed up to Bargain Bead Box or not, you can still use the sister store, Bead Box Bargains. They are an absolute great value for money, whichever way, whether you have the 30% voucher or not. Honestly, the prices are absolutely amazing, and you can get beads, you can get findings, you can get chains, so much more. I use them so much to get so much stuff. I have so many boxes. My table is stacked like so high with boxes, and I've got shelves of boxes. I swear by it, it's like my #1 place to shop for findings, like bead caps, head pins, chain, stuff like that. I use it for everything. I use it also for a lot of my beads as well. I use it mainly for beads and bead caps and chain. Honestly, it's my #1 place to shop for anything jewellery. But on to the next bit, so we're not here forever. They also have a wonderful YouTube channel where they show tutorials, they show sneak peeks, they show their own unboxings of stuff. They also tell stories about how things come into fruition, about how their own boxes came into fruition, how basically they went from not being boxes to being in these packages, which I told on my August unboxing. So if you want to hear about that story, go to my August unboxing, or go to Bargain Bead Box's YouTube channel and they'll tell the story so much better because it's their story. So go and have a look on their, go and have a look in their archives in their channel. It'll be in there. And just have a look at some of their other videos because there are some amazing videos in there. They also have a Facebook page called Bargain Bead Box Creative Corner, which in there you can share your makes from the kits, from the bead boxes, from these, and from the stuff you bought from their sister site, Bead Box Bargains. Honestly, I think that's it from the housekeeping. So let's get you turned down to the table and show you what's in this amazing bag here. Because I'm sure it's going to be outstanding because they are always well curated kits. So let's go down to the table and see what's there. All right, so I'm going to pause you, sort out my very finicky boom arm and turn you down. All right, see you in a minute. So let's open September's Bargain Bead Box. So here we go. Let's get it opened. I'm really looking forward to this. Are you? I'm sure you've possibly seen other openings. But let's try another one besides, eh? Oh, let's see if I can get this through. Turn this over. There we go. So, on my apologies. On each of the slips that you get like this little description of the box. And this month says Mystic Moonrise, and it reads, inspired by the magic of autumnal evenings, this celestial collection stars labradorite and lapis luleus teardrops. Oh, nice. This should be a very interesting box and very beautifully designed. Plus matching beads, including 2 full strands of labradorite. Oh, I'm going to love this box. Lavakite, agate, glass and crystals add to the midnight palette. Oh, this sounds so juicy. While freshwater shell brings a lunar glow. Oh, I can't wait to open this. Antique copper findings in swirling filigree style patterns complete the collection, and also copper with all that. This is going to be a stunning box. As you can see, they give you a list of everything that's on it, and it gives you the prices. This box comes to $89.32 if you add up all of these. So that's the true price of the actual box, and you get that in UK money, so for £25 and 7 pence, and in dollars $22.99, and that's for dollars, that's $89.32. cents. I don't know what that is in UK money, but I will find out for you and tell you before I start making the necklace. I will find out. So when I push at the end of this bit of the unboxing, when I open up again to make the first bit, I will tell you how much it is. I will tell you the actual price in UK money. Look at this beautiful bag. So let me put the beads off to the side and I'll show you the beautiful bag this comes in. Look at the colour of this bag. It is stunning. Lovely silver colour. It's absolutely gorgeous. So what have we got first? We got 30mm labradorite teardrop pendant. Oh, that's gorgeous. That I just having the labradorite teardrop pendant. I bet it's going to be beautiful. So let me find it in the pile. You know when you've got sort of a pile of stuff and you just can't see anything? Oh, but this is going to be beautiful. Labradorite always is. Oh, right. I'm going to pull you right in so you can see all these beautifully. Look at that. And you know, everyone in each box is going to be different. Look at the beautiful flash on it. Have I got my finger? There we go. That's off. Seems to have got a dash of something on my finger then. Look at the stunningness of that. And you know, in every box, every single one is going to be unique because the way it's cut in the stone. I love labradorite, I do. I think they are the most beautiful stones in the world, especially when they're cut into pendants. So next we've got 2-piece 17.5 by 10mm lapis lazuli faceted teardrops. So they are here. Oh, I can already see just through the bag what these are like. And you're gonna love these. Just the beautiful facets on them, and the variety of colour on them. I love lapis lazuli as well. I'm not sure what I like most. If I like the lapis lazuli or the labradorite. Sorry about my hands. It's from working with tools. I callus easy, so I'll put that hand up so you're not grossed out by the calloused hands. But oh my god, look at them. Aren't they? Oh, sorry about my disgusting hands. My hands are horrible. I really am sorry. I'm an ex-smoker now. As I was telling you before, I was a smoker, but I am now quitting. So hopefully soon the staining that's on my hands, as I've said, I clean them before every live with alcohol to get some of the staining off. So I do apologise about my very gross hands. So what do we have next? We have 8mm labradorite round beads, and they are a 15-inch strand. So 8mm. Ooh. As I said, I love labradorite. Sorry about my arm across the screen. So I'm going to pull you out a bit so you can see the true beauty of these. Look at the amazing variety of colour in that strand. It is stunning. You can make such a beautiful bracelet, beautiful necklace. You could just like string these up and put a chain on it to go with them. And there you go, you've got a wonderful necklace. Put a little put the labradorite pendant on the bottom, and there you have it. You have a beautiful necklace. Just with those beads alone. Just with how stunning they are. They have, I'm looking at them, they have sort of like a flash of like bits of the night sky in them, to me. Just like some of the night sky, that's how it brings to me. So next we have 3mm labradorite faceted, 4mm, oh where am I, I've lost myself, 4mm faceted agate dyed / heated round beads, 14-inch strand. Right, so let me bring this up because I'm struggling to read it a bit. So 4mm faceted agate. There we go, I've got them. I do apologise, I was struggling to read that a bit. Now these, oh my god, are they stunning. Look at the variety of colour in these. You could use these with almost any bead you wanted. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down the strand a bit like this. You could use these with oranges, you could use them with blues, you could use them with greens, you could use them with purples, you could use them with reds, just due to the variety of colours in them. Aren't they stunning? Could even use them with yellows. Look, yellow beads here. Could use them with any colours you wanted, really, just due to the extensive ranges of colour in them. You've also got 3mm labradorite faceted round beads. We are being spoilt with labradorite in this pack, in this bead box bargains kit, and oh my god, what a shimmer we've got on these. Let me just take you out and focus you back in. What a shimmer we have on these, and look at the length of the strand. Look how long that is. It is so long. It's blending into my blue mat a bit there, but honestly, if you could swear on Facebook, I probably would, because my oh my, that's a beautiful strand. Now next we have 10mm lapis lazuli matte round beads. Now I bet these are going to be stunning. As I said, I also love lapis lazuli. Oh, now just looking at these just in the bag, these are beautiful. And have a look at these. Look how gorgeous they have this lovely look at them. They sort of have this aura of them, even though they're matte, they still got aura. They look darker on the screen than they actually are. They're sort of like a lighter shade, and they're a bit more purpley than they are on the screen. They're sort of like a light bluey purple, and they really are very, very beautiful. And then with them being 10mm, they're a great bead to work with. You can make so much with them. They'd be great for doing like what you call it, like doing herringbone jewelry with. So next we have 8 by 5mm lava kite rondelle beads, which is a 7-inch strand. This strand was a 7.5 strand, 7.5-inch strand. This strand we're doing now, as I said, is an 8 by 5mm lava kite rondelle bead, which is 7.5-inch strand. And I love rondelle beads. They're great for all sorts of jewellery. And rondelle beads are wonderful. And lava kite is a great bead. And oh my goodness, these have got some great colours in them. Look at the range of colours in these beads. I love them. And honestly, they are so smooth to touch. I'll bring these up closer and go down the strand, but look at those. I honestly think lava kite might start going in one of my favourite beads. I know I love rondelle shapes, but I think I'm going to put lava kite now in one of my favourite beads as well, because these are out of this world. They definitely go as part of the moonlit sky. They're stunning. So next, my apologies, we have 8mm freshwater shell coin beads with AB plating, 7-inch strand. Oh, these are lovely. These are absolutely darling, and look at the lovely plating on these. They're a gorgeous bead. They're only thin, but they are still lovely. Now, AB coating is absolutely beautiful on them. They really do bring out the lovely shine of the shell bead. And they bring out the moon to water ratio, with like all the blues and the dark beads to the blue beads. It's like the sky and the water meeting. This kit is, this box is, it's just moon and water meeting. It's beautiful. We've got 6mm glass round beads in matte indigo. You are going to love these beads. They look really dark on the screen, but they're more purpley in person. They are such a lovely colour. They really are. And they look really satiny and silky. And to touch, they've got like this smooth feel to them. But as you can hear, when I move them, they sort of, can you hear that sound? Like a rustling. But they don't, when you finger along them, they don't sound like they're gonna rustle. But they do. They look so silk, like either a silk or a satin finish. And I know they're both two different finishes, but they do look like silk or satin. They're beautiful, and they're like a purple colour, like a purple, or like a very dark lavender. My apologies. So on to the next bead. We have, because it actually says, here's the next one, it 6mm star cut crystal faceted bead in slate vitral purple 9-inch. Now these are a nice bead. I am going to go back to the last bead in a second because I actually want to show you the length of that strand. Here are these ones, and if you have a look, if I can show you, look at this lovely cut of these beads. I'll get on to the end one. Look at the lovely cut of this bead. It's a really nice cut. And this is such a long strand. And if I put that down, I can't get it all in the camera. Try and scroll you out a bit. There you go, that's the length of the strand. But I'm going to go back to that last one and show you the full length of the strand, if I can. This is the length of the strand, and that's that last one that I said was like a dark purple, like a dark lavender, or a dark purple, a lovely purple. So now next we're on to the metals now. Yes, we're on to all metals now. So next we have 2-piece 37mm filigree style crescent moon pendants. What I'm going to tell you about these is they are lead free, they're nickel free, and they're cadmium free. And a lot of their metal stuff is. Sorry, I'm just moving around some of the beads. Let's move this up. So these are the moons. Scroll you out a bit. And as you can see, they've got a loop top and inside. So you can put a bead. So if I grab this strand, you can put a bead inside and then put like a charm underneath. And dangle a charm underneath, sorry. And dangle a charm underneath. So put a bead on and dangle a charm underneath. Aren't they stunning, these lovely filigree moons? I think these are going to be wonderful. They'd make great earrings or 2 great pendants. So next we have 10-piece 24 by 11mm filigree style links, which are lead free, nickel free, and cadmium free. So we have 10 of these links. What I'll do is I'll just pull these 2 up for you to see very close. And I think these are beautiful. You can make them into part of a necklace, bracelet, like a pair of earrings with beads dangled off the bottom. So you can dangle beads off the bottom. And your ear hooks off the top. Put your ear hooks here, beads here. Or connect them all together in like a chain. And make yourself a bracelet or a necklace. Next, we have, sorry I'm knocking you about a bit, 10-piece 10 by 12mm star charms, which are also lead free, nickel free, and cadmium free. I've got a star that's not wanting to come out the bag. Aren't these adorable? I'm going to put a couple up on my fingers so I can bring them up closer. But aren't these totally adorable? And you get 20 of them. They are gorgeous. They'd be great to go on the bottom of earrings, to go in a dangle, to go... Oh, sorry, I do apologise about my arm across the screen. I'm just putting them on the bead mat. They'd be great for like a wide variety of things. They'd be great to go in the moons, to dangle off like part of a necklace, all sorts of things. You've also got 10-piece filigree style leaf charms, which are lead-free, nickel-free and cadmium-free. So you've got all these. Put 2 up on my fingers so you can see them really close. I think these are wonderful. And again, like the star charms, you can use them in the dangle. Use them to put in the moon charms. You can use them in a pair of earrings. You can dangle off a necklace, bracelet, all sorts. But I do think they are absolutely darling. And they are so well made. And they're so really thick, just like the star charms are really thick. I will, if you give me a second, I will show you the thickness of them. They're actually quite thick. For charms, they're quite thick and they don't bend. They're probably, I'd say, about 2 to 3 millimetres, probably about 2 millimetres thick. So next, we have 30-piece 6.5 by 3.5 millimetre pattern saucer spacer beads, lead-free, nickel-free and cadmium-free. These space beads, they are absolutely beautiful. They have such a large hole that you could put them on leather. And if you give me a second, I'll hold one up for you to see the pattern on the side. I'll try. Can you see the pattern? I'm not sure if you can. Let me try and... Got a lovely little pattern on them. That's the best I can do to show you the pattern. Apart from maybe trying to get it flat. There we go. And that's the pattern on them. And as you can see, they've got quite a large hole on them. So they'd be great on leather. So let's zoom you back out a bit so you're not so close up. So next we've got 30-piece 8mm dotted 4-leaf bead caps. Here we go. And let's try putting a couple of these on my finger. So you see absolutely loads of bead caps. And these are the bead caps. They are absolutely beautiful. And you can probably get them on up to 10mm beads, if not 12mm beads. They'll probably look all right on. Then you have 4 set circle pattern toggle clasps, which are lead free, nickel free and cadmium free. The bead caps are the same, which are lead free, nickel free and cadmium free. All the metals are lead free, nickel free and cadmium free. You get 4 sets, and I'm going to show you one a bit closer up so you can see the patterning on it. It's got this lovely little circle pattern on it. As you can tell, all the metals are in copper. We've got a bonus item, 20-piece 7x4mm steel clamshell bead tips, like we did in August's Bargain Bead Box. We got clamshells. I'm just going to pull one out to show you. These are the clamshells. And what these do is they go on the end of, like, on the end of projects, on the end of knotting projects, on the end of Koreana chain projects like that, so that you can put your jump rings through. And last but not least, we have 1 meter 4x3mm steel oval jewelry chain, and that's lead free, nickel free and cadmium free. And I'm going to just put a little bit of the chain up for you to see, but then I'll light it out for you to see how long it is. This is the chain we get, and I'm going to try and show you the actual length. So I'm going to fold it in 4 to show you. So this is the length folded in 4. So let me pull you out. That's the length folded, well, I'll fold it in 6. That's the length folded in 6. Well, 8, sorry. Folded in 8. So that's the length folded in 8. So now I'm going to bring down the whole bead mass, scroll my camera out. Oh, sorry, you are seeing my ring light. And this is September's Bargain Bead Box. I will be back soon, and I will make you 3 projects with these beads. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing part and my description of these beads. See you soon. Time to film the necklace part of the tutorial. Well, we're going to be doing a memory wire piece. I've partially strung it, but I haven't clipped it off the actual main memory wire. So as you can see, it's on a large spring as it's just sprung out my hand. So what we do, we're going to get our memory wire pliers. Always use memory wire pliers with memory wire, because if you use these pliers, your standard pliers, you will trash them. You do not want to use them unless you're using like pliers that you get from, like, say, a standard toolbox, that are really strong pliers for cutting really strong tempered steel. You are going to break them. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut the memory wire so that it's, say, like around 2.5 inches past the actual coil. So get your memory pliers and give them a good cut. As you heard, that really cuts with a lot of power. It goes with a lot of a ping. So what I'm going to do is I've got the rest of my pattern set out here. It's exactly the same pattern as what we've already got laid out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave my spring already on there for now, and I'm going to get my round nose pliers. And I'm going to turn a loop. Well, actually, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put my cutters back so I don't lose them. I'm going to turn a loop on this end, and you want to make sure this loop is really closed. You want to turn it out, so make sure it's right on the end, and you want to turn out. It's going to take some force to turn it, because as you can see, my pliers are talking as I do this, and I'm moving my mats. So I might actually get my other pliers so I don't damage these pliers, because I really love these pliers. So I'm going to get another pair of pliers, because I don't want to damage those pliers, because I love them so much to risk damaging them. Knock that bead back down. Turn your loop in, and then get a set of pliers like this, or where am I got other pliers, or get a set of chain nose pliers, or get a set of flat nose pliers, and make sure your beads are out the way, and push your loop down so it touches the wire, so your loop is closed. It might take some doing, as you can hear by the fact my plier is slipping. Just straighten up your loop if you have to. Keep straightening up your wire if you have to. Sorry, I've got to move position, so I do apologise about the squeaking of my stool. You know that it squeaks in here. I'm just going to pull this up to my face so I can make sure this loop is fully closed. Right, there we go. So that's that part done for now. So we've got a bit of chain going on to this necklace. So to start off with, we're going to pull out our chain and the memory wire cutters again. Now, this chain does open, but to make life a bit quicker and a bit simpler, I am going to cut it. I know this is going to kill a lot of you. So what we're going to do is we're going to count 7 links up. Sorry, is it 7? No, I lie. 11 links. I do apologise for lying. I just misread my documents because I haven't got my reading glasses on. I've got another pair of glasses on to stop any wire clipping up into my face. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we're going to cut the 12th link. And we're going to do that twice. So we end up with 2 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, what am I on 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and cut the 12th link. Then we're going to cut 2 at 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then cut the 8th link. And we're going to cut 2 like that. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and cut the 8th link. Shake it off. Then we're going to cut 2 at 4 links. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and cut the 5th link. And cut 2 like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and cut the 5th link. And then put our chain away. So, now put my cutters away for now. So, what we have, so let me zoom you out a bit, not that far. So, we have 2 cuts at 11. We have 2 cuts at 7. And we have 2 cuts at 4. Now you are going to need, you're going to need 2 glass round beads, matte indigo, and you're going to need 8mm labradorite round beads. You're going to need 3 of each, and you're going to need 6 long head pins. I think they are 70mm, if you give me a second. Yes, the 70mm head pins. So what we're going to do is we're going to wire wrap these these beads onto the head pins, and we're going to wire wrap, the beads onto the chain. So this is where my good pliers that I didn't want to break come in. So we're going to wrap 1 of the 10mm glass matte indigo beads onto the 11 link chains. So bend it slightly put your pliers in, your round nose pliers in, up and over, turn your pliers, bring it round, notch it out a bit so you can get your chain in, put the last link of the chain over, close the loop down and wire wrap down till you reach the bead. Get your good cutters, cut the excess wire off, making sure you cover it. If I can get to it, but for some reason this head pin doesn't want to trim off. There we go. And then push in any excess wire. Put that one off to the side. Then we're going to do the next long chain. Let me make sure I've got all my right chains. And we're going to put a labradorite bead on. Bend it over. Up, over, turn, round. If it's too far up, roll it down a bit towards the bead. So you're not wrapping down too far to the bead. Open it up a bit. Slip your chain on. Hold the loop. And then wrap down to the bead. And cut off. I'll never admit to being a perfect wire wrapper. Make sure you hold the wire when you cut it off. And then push the wire in. Now again, you want one of the matte indigo beads. Sorry about the creaking. You want to bend it over. Bring around those pliers. Up and over. Turn. And bring under. Bring in your next size down chain. Bring over the end and into the loop. Hold the loop with your pliers. Sorry, slightly off screen there, just as I get hold of the loop. Wrap down. Once you've wrapped down, get cutters, cut the wire off, covering it as you cut it, and then pinch in little pokey end. Rub it with your finger, make sure the pokey end's pushed in. And again, back to the labradorite. Bend over your chain nose pliers. Up and over. Turn your pliers up under. Roll down if you have to, and then level out your loop. Open slightly your loop so you can get your chain in. Put the last link on. You have to turn it upside down so you can close your loop again. And then wrap down with your wire. And then cut it off. Making sure to hold on to your wire. And then press in your pokey end. I'm just going to pull this up to my face to get the pokey end. I do apologise. I can still feel a bit there. There we go, I've got it. Now last two. Get your matte indigo bead again. Bend. And those pliers. Up, over, turn, and under. So if you have to, roll down a bit. Put your last link of your chain on. Turn upside down so you can grab the loop. And then wrap down to the bead. Oh, that went a little awry. What are you doing there, Kelly? Sorry if you heard that hissing noise, that was the bus right outside mine. Cut off the wire ends. Push in the pokey bit. Which I think I've got. Yes, I have. Just checking it with my fingers. Sorry about my arm. Now, last bead. Get your last labradorite. Put it on. Bend over. Top of your pliers. Up and over the top of your round nose pliers, turn them, up and under, last link of your chain, oh, might have to open that a bit, actually put it on. Oh, my depth perception's terrible today. Then wrap down towards the bead. And there we go. Now cut it off. Cut the wire off. And then push in the pokey end. This is easier with bent chain nose pliers. See, I'm just going to pull this up towards me because I actually can't see it very well today. I'm having problems trying to see this far. Some reason my eyesight isn't very good today. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the end of this up onto the wire, but it's actually pushed in fine. You can't feel it. Right, so now I ran those parts away and my cutters, but I'm going to get chain nose pliers and I'm going to grab the end of this again, the end of the chain again, and I'm going to take a link off. Because we need a link for the end of, to put onto the, memory wire. So there we go. So now I'm going to get my bent chain nose pliers. And I'm going to hold on to the very tip of one side of this. I'm going to put on one of the matte indigo. So let's pull all these towards us. I'm going to put on one matte indigo, the long one. Then I'm going to put on the 7 link labradorite. Then I'm going to put on the 4 link matte indigo. Then I'm going to put on the 7 link labradorite. Then the 11 link labradorite, sorry. Then I'm going to put on the 7 link matte indigo. Then I'm going to put on the 4 link labradorite. So we end up with something like this. Then I'm going to get my pliers and I'm going to close up the link. So it's very well closed. Adjusting as I need to get the link properly closed. And there we go, that's closed. So this is what we end up with, is this little piece here. So this is what is going to be strung onto, oh, when I've not lost the top of it. This is what's going to be strung onto the necklace. I'll just spread it out for you. Is this component here. So that's what's going to be strung onto the chain, onto the memory wire chain. So time to zoom back out, put it on the memory wire necklace and carry on making the necklace then. So let's get there. So let's take off this clamp, the bead stopper, feed it on. So let's find the top of this chain. So hold on a sec. So feed it on. There's a bit of a wiggle. It's a bit tight. So feed it on. Then feed on your next matte indigo bead. You got next bead. Then we're gonna feed on a little metal bead. So I've taken some metal beads. Hold on, I think I've got one of my hairs bugging me there. So I put some little metal beads out of my own stash into, I want to zoom you out a little more, into this mix. And what we've got into this mix is we've got the 6mm glass round beads in matte indigo. So sorry, what we were feeding on rather than the matte indigo on this actual thing, on this dangle, was actually the lapis lulas rather than the matte indigo. I apologise. So we're feeding on now, we're feeding on the glass round beads matte indigo. We're going to be feeding on the 4mm faceted agates. And we're going to be feeding on as well. We're going to be feeding on the 6mm star cut glass crystal faceted round beads in slate vitriol purple. They are the beads we're going to be putting on. So let me actually get you in shots. You know when you can just, it feels like you've got a hair on you, but you actually haven't? Because I'm sure I would see one of my hairs, because as you know, I have bright red hair. So if I had one of my hairs on me, I'm sure I would see it. Because as you can see, on my thumb, no hair. So I would see a hair if I got it on me, I'm sure. And so would you. Because I've just shown you my thumb. So I think my hairs are just kind of sticking up. Like, it's kind of weird. It's a really horrible sensation. So what we're doing here is we're going to be colour blocking. That's the pattern we're doing. We're colour blocking the beads. And also colour blocking the gemstones. Just give me a second, I'm just sorting out my beads on my... I seem to be missing a bead. Yes, I'm missing a bead. Double check I am. Do you know what I've done? I have put on 4 beads where there should be 3. How soft is Kelly? Kelly is a soft one. Kelly is as daft as they can get at the moment. So first of all, I'm feeling hairs where there aren't hairs. Now I'm putting 4 beads where there should be 3. And thinking, oh, I've lost the bead. I don't think it's my day today. You ever get it when it's one of those days and you just think anything that could go wrong, it's going to go wrong? Do you ever get them? And if you do, you're not the only one. So now we're putting on those 4mm beads, which might add are very fiddly to put on memory wire. Because you can't see the holes, so you have to feel your way to put them on memory wire. Just try and feel for the holes. You just sort of have to roll them around in your fingers, and hopefully the memory wire will find the hole. It's the same with the little spacers. The memory wire will just find the hole. But all these gemstones and glass beads are absolutely beautiful. I do apologise about the creaking. So now we're on to the 6mm star cut crystal faceted round beads in Slate Vitriol Purple. I apologise about the coughing. The same with these, you can semi-see the tract on the beads, but you do have to sort of find the hole as well. Oh, let me move myself across a bit. We will be cutting another bit of chain for this necklace to put on the back of the necklace to make this necklace adjustable. Because not everyone's going to have the same size neck, because I'm sure you don't have the same size neck. And I've done it again. Because my beads have moved, I put 4 beads on instead of 3. It's easy done. But at least I caught it a little closer this time. Rather than like 5 or 6 beads down. But from now on, every section, I'm going to be looking to make sure I've only got 3 beads, or taking the 3 beads off the mat, off my tray, and putting them on my mat, so I can see how many beads I've got. So, what do you all think of this lovely pattern so far? If you give me a second, I will show you the pattern we have so far. This is what we have so far, with the lovely dangle in the centre. I hope you like it. We're nearly over with the pattern. We've only got a few more beads to add on. We're back to those little 4 mils again. We've got this one section to add on, and then we've got 2 more sections to add on after that, with little silver beads right after it. The reason I chose to use silver instead of copper was more so based on the fact that I don't actually own any copper memory wire in the necklace format. This is why I'm using silver. And also, I don't actually have any copper in this chain. They are the 2 reasons why we are actually using silver. But if you do have copper in the chain, copper head pins and copper memory wire, you can do this pattern in the copper. Doesn't mean just because I've done it in the silver, you have to. And you don't have to do it with such a thick chain either. I'm also going to end up cutting some of the wire off the end of this. I cut the length of wire I did to give myself a bit of wiggle room. And that is our last bead for this. So this is our pattern. And I'm going to cut probably about half this wire off. If not, well, about probably, I'd say maybe a little, I'm going to leave about 3/4 of the wire, sorry. So there we go. And cut that bit off. And get them around those pliers again. And I'm going to turn it towards, away from the curl in, I'm going to curl it out. Right, as you can see, I've got a little too much, so I'm going to push it down towards the mat so the wire goes down. That flew off a little, I will admit, which is why you wear glasses when you're doing this. I might start to cut off a bit more. Yep, I need to cut off a little more. So make sure you hold it down and you do this. And I'm now going to use my flat nose pliers to squish this in. And make sure it's squished right against the other wire. So if I pull it up towards you, as you can see, it's squished right in. So make sure that's squished a little more. I do apologise about the noise of the fireworks. So now I am going to get my regular cutters. I'm going to put this up out the way. I'm going to get my regular cutters. I'm going to get a length of chain. And I'm going to get my soft measuring tape. And I'm going to cut off 2 inches of silver chain. So I do apologise, but as you know, this is the usual chain that I use, and it's soldered, so I have to cut it. So we're going to cut the link after the 2 inches, cut straight across, put the chain away, there it goes, put the soft measuring tape away, get our jump rings and our clasp. Oh, still left a jump ring in the bag. It doesn't want to come out. It's saying, no, I don't want to go on the necklace. Leave me in there. It's saying, I don't want to play. Alright, now we're going to get a few sets of pliers. I need to grab a head pin rather than getting 2 sets of pliers. Sorry, I'm going to get a round nose pliers. We're going to get another set of pliers. We're going to get our cutters back because I've got to rough bead. We're going to get a labradorite bead, one of the big 8mm beads, and I can find the end of the and we're going to wrap it onto the end of the chain. So we're going to put it through, and I can find the hole. We're going to bend it over, and put our pliers in, up over, turn, up under, hold down a bit because I put that a bit far up. Flip it out a bit, put it onto the end of our chain, onto our last link of our chain. Hold with our pliers to close the loop. Hold it on the right side. And then we're going to wrap down towards the bead. And then we're going to cut it off and cut off the excess wire. First of all, I'm going to squish that in a bit. Now I'm going to cut it off. Sorry, I'm going to put it up towards my face a bit. I do apologise. And then squash the pokey bit in. For some reason, I just cannot see very well today. I do apologise, I'm having to take this out of frame a lot today. Right, there we go. We've got that tucked in. Oh, made you see sick a bit then, I do apologise. So, there we go, we've got it tucked in. So, now, run those pliers and your cutters away where they're kept. And get your jump rings. So once you've got your jump rings, open them, and open them by twisting them towards you, never away from you. So like that, never like that. Because if you pull them like that, they'll never go back into shape. If you twist them like that, you can get them to go back into shape. Now, hook one jump ring through the loop on your necklace, through one of the loops, and add on the last link of your chain, and then close up the jump ring without getting tangled in your chain like I've just done on the front of your necklace. So I'm having to look under the camera to see the jump ring. Do apologise, just give me 2 seconds. I am making a mess of this today, aren't I? I do apologise that I'm cobbling this together a bit. Just for some reason, I am having a lot of problems seeing. And I don't know why. I don't know if my glasses are fogged over a bit or not. Because it is for some reason, the temperature changes in the UK are horrible today. It's like they're so up and down. So 1 minute it's warm in the UK today, and next minute it's freezing. It just doesn't want to seem to make up its mind in the UK. So open your jump ring. Put on your lobster clasp and close up your jump ring, making sure to close your jump ring well, like you have done on the other side. You can always use your nails to check that your lobster clasp is properly closed. Then you clasp it together. So there we go. I will pull you out a bit in a second so you can see the necklace. And that is the necklace we made. And next we'll make the next part of the tutorial. I hope you've enjoyed this part of the tutorial. I do apologise that I've had to go out of frame quite a bit to see certain parts, but for some reason my glasses are fogging up. I will try and resolve that for the next part of the tutorial. Now on to the next bit. Time to make the bracelets, and we're going to do a fun stretch bracelet. I know, totally out the norm for me. I usually make something pretty complicated, but no, we're just going to do something nice, fun and simple. Well, I'm going to double up my stretchy cord. So on this basis, I'm going to cut quite a long length of cord, which is going to be quite weird. I'm going to cut 24 inches. Which I know seems like a very long length of cord, but I like to be quite cautious. So that does seem like a lot. So if you want to cut less cord, my apologies, feel free. So double up your cord. And on the end that has the loop, put a bead stopper. With quite a large loop on the end. Then get yourself a large eye needle and feed your two strings through the loop. Now, this is the pattern that we are doing. We're using 3 beads. We're using the 8 by 5mm lava kite rondelle beads. We're using the 8mm labradorite beads, and we're using the 10mm lapis lazuli round beads. That's what we're going to be using. So let's start with 2 rondelles. So let me pull you in a bit. So we're going to start with 2 rondelles on the string. Then we're going to put a lava kite on. Two more rondelles. It's actually honestly a very, very simple pattern. Another lava kite bead, which if I can pick it up, because it seems I've got butterfingers still. Oh, listen to my stomach. It's protesting. I still can't seem to find holes in beads today. I do apologise about my stomach protesting, but it is very late here in the UK. And for now, we're going to pull, after we put this last lava kite on, we're going to pull those beads down. So we're going to pull those beads down onto the stretch cord and just give it a bit of a stretch, because I forgot to do that before we started. Now we're going to add 2 more rondelles on. You should always give your stretchy cord a bit of a stretch. Add 2 more rondelles on. Now we're going to add one of those lapis lulas on. 2 more rondelles. A lapis lulas. And 2 more rondelles. And pull them down. And so I'm going to pull my stretchy cord off a bit. Add on another lapis lulas. Pull that on. 2 more rondelles. Pull them on. Lapis lulas. Pull that on. We are nearly finished with the pattern. I can find the hole in this bead. Pull them on. A lava kite. Two more rondelles. Lava kite. And then we're going to have, last but not least, 2 more rondelles. And that's our pattern. I'm going to take the needle off the end, put it to the side. So there's our pattern. Just going to grab the glue. I'm going to take the bead stopper off. I'm going to, as you can see, I haven't actually got that much stretchy cord left, even after all that. I'm going to feed one of the cords through the gap in the string, well, in the stretchy cord. Now I'm going to start feeding my beads down the cord so that the gap in the end fills up. And you can start then pulling your cords together. And as you see, it pulls together quite nicely. You can see my bracelet has pulled together. So now I'm going to go over and pull through. I can grab hold of the cord and pull through. And pull it tight. Then I'm going to go under with both strings and with both stretchy cords. I'm going to tie a surgeon's knot, which is through and through, and tie it again, and then go through and through again for another surgeon's knot. So that's enough to tighten it. So now I'm going to get my glue out. If I've got the right glue. Let me double check I've got the right one. No, I haven't. I didn't pick up the right glue, that's all. If I can get it out of the box. It seems to not want to come out the box. I'm going to pick up my bag. Put my stretchy cord on my bag. And take my glue out. I'm going to open up the beads so the beads are away from the knots. Put some glue on my knots, just a tiny bit on the knots and keep the beads away from the knots for a few seconds. And just put my glue down. Just give it a few seconds to get tacky. Then I'm going to pull a knot into one of my beads and just let that dry for a few minutes. And while I'm letting it dry, I'm going to put a pin back in my glue. Which could take a few moments, because this is not the easiest of tasks when you've got the best eyesight. It's the hardest of tasks when you've got the worst eyesight in the world. If you were liking this tutorial, if you could, would you mind liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my tutorial? I would be extremely grateful, and it does help keep my little channel going and also growing as well. So I'll get back to putting the glue back together in a minute. So now that's had time to set, what we're going to do is we are going to cut the excess string and the excess elastic. So cut it, and there you go. There is the little bracelet that we've just made. I hope you enjoyed that part of the tutorial. The earrings will be next. Time for the earring part of the tutorial, and we're going to do something that you've already seen earlier on in the tutorial, and these are these earrings. As you've seen, oh, sorry for knocking you, this was what we did on the necklace. So we're going to turn this into, oh, sorry for dropping it, we're going to turn it into an earring. So as you can see, it's got a lovely drape and it's a really fun jangly bit of jewellery. So we're going to make that. So let's put that one aside and let's get making. So it's exactly the same dimensions as before. I am going to cut the chain instead of moving it apart. So we're going to need 2 at 11 links. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I'm going to have to start again. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's our 11, and we're going to have to cut at 12. So let's get our memory wire cutters. Cut on number 12. And there we go. And put the little bit aside. So there's one. And cut the second one. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and cut on number 12. You just double check them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's always better to check twice and cut once. This is where I find out I've only cut 10. 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I did cut 11. So I'll cut the other one an extra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, I'll cut the extra one an extra. 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you know, I swear about I can't count today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I'll cut the extra. I'll cut this one an extra one. I thought I'd add. Now they're even. Now they're even. You know when you just think you're going mad and you cut something, and no matter how many times you count, it just doesn't look right. So I do apologise about that. 1, 2, 3. So now we're going to cut 2 at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now let's see if I can get this one right and then cut on your 8th. So I'm going to double check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, and on your 8th. And then we'll double check that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can count it as many times as you want and it still just doesn't seem right because it's twisted. Just doesn't seem right sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you know, when I actually made it off camera, it was fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And cut on the 8th. It was fine when I did it off camera. Honestly, had none of these issues. But I swear about, I get so nervous on camera. Now we're going to cut 2 at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and cut on 5. I get horrible stage fright, you know. You wouldn't believe it, the fact that I'm filming. You wouldn't actually believe I get such bad stage fright. The fact that I'm willing to film on camera. But I do. My stage fright is horrendous. So now we are going to wrap the beads onto the head pins, the same as we did before. These head pins are a lot tougher than the head pins I was using previously. So I think I'm going to struggle a lot more with these. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to feed all the beads onto the head pins. So we've got them all lined up ready. If I can find the hole. That one's a labradorite. They seem to be harder to find in the labradorites than they do in the lapis lulas. I think it's because with the labradorites, the style of beads, because they've got such beautiful patternings on them, they can be a lot harder to find. So let's get our chain nose pliers, bend them over, and we're going to do that with all the beads. So they're ready and waiting. Do it sort of in a, oh, what do you call it? Oh, you know, when you're on a conveyor line. So now do all the loops. All the loops down a bit towards the beads. And open them up a bit. So we've got a bit of a conveyor line going. So now we're done with the round nose pliers and I can put them away. So now let's get the first long chain, feed it onto the lapis lulas, close up the loop and wrap down towards the bead. There we go. And get my cutters. So I'm going to pull that up away from the bead a bit and cut it off. And then pinch in the wire. Hope I'm still on camera, which I'm not, so I do apologise. I do apologise if I'm shaking the camera about a bit. I'm leant a bit close to it. What I might do is pull you towards me slightly and pull the mats towards me slightly so that I can lean in a bit and look through my ring lights. There we go. Put this one here and do the next chain for the lapis lazuli. So do all the lapis lazuli first this time. Close off that loop. And wrap down towards the bead. Clip off the wire. And push in the pokey bit, if I can get hold of it. There we go, that's the next one done. And then do the last lapis lazuli, which is on the short chain. So link it through, close it down, close down the loop, and wrap down towards the bead. Clip the wire off as close to the bead as possible. Which I managed to drop the bead instead of cutting the wire. I am clumsy today, aren't I? And then squeeze in the pokey end. And that's that one. So next we're going to do, sorry, these were the labradites, not the lapis lazuli, I do apologise. Now we're doing the lapis lazuli. So now squeeze down the loop, wrap the wire all the way down to the lapis lazuli. You can use your tools if you want by doing this. Cut off the remaining wire. And squeeze the wire in. Then add your lapis lazuli to your next loop. Squeeze in your loop. And wrap your wire down. If you have to bring in another set of pliers, do, to hold your loop, so you can use your chain nose pliers to help wrap your wire down. There's your next one. And now your last one on your 4-link chain. Don't use your cutters to do it though. And wrap your wire down. And then cut it off. And push any excess wire in that you have. Right, now put on your cutters. I've already got a link here that I pulled off the chain. You're going to hold the very tip of one side. You're going to put on one of your labradites, the long one. Then you're going to put on the 7-link lapis lulas. Then you're going to put on the 4-link labradite. The one thing I do need to find before I go any further is my ear wire. So just let me stop there and find out what I've done with my ear wire. Just give me a minute. I know I had it. Found the ear wire, of course, hiding under the mat. So let's go back to where we were. So holding the edge of the link right here, putting on the 11-link labradite, then putting on the 7-link lapis lulas, both on the last links of their chain, then putting on the 4-link labradite. Then we go back to the 11-link lapis lulas, then the 7-link labradite on the last link of the chain, and then the 4-link lapis lulas, and then last but not least our earring wire. And we just need to grab our chain nose pliers and just close the ring. Just close the link together so it's fully closed. Check it with your nail if you need to, because you need to make sure it's fully closed so the ear wire doesn't come off. And there you go. you have a pair of earrings. So let me move these over so I can pull you in. And there's your pair of earrings that go with your necklace and with your bracelet. So let me turn you to face me and I'll show you what we made today. Thanks for watching today, friends. I'm so extremely grateful. I hope you enjoyed what was made. So let me show you what was made. Some was different, some was sort of the same sort of makes, but different in their own way. So first of all, we made the necklace. This was made up of the labradorite, the 8mm labradorite, the 10mm lapis, also made up of the labradorite here. We also had the faceted agate 4mm beads. We also had, oh, what else did we have here? We had the, oh, I'm not sure what they were called. I think they were called the, I'm going to have to think now. My brain has gone totally blank. Oh yes, the 6mm glass round beads in matte indigo were these ones here. And then we've got some silver chain dangling here, which were 11 links long, 2 of them, 11 links long, 7 links long, 2 of them, and then 4 links long on 70mm head pins. And this was on silver memory wire with round the back on a 2-inch chain on a 70mm head pin with an 8mm labradorite on the back with a silver lobster clasp to close. And this was the memory wire, which, as you can see, stretches quite a bit and bounces back. So that was this piece. Next, we have a stretch bracelet, which was actually done on a white cord, not clear, white cord, which, if I remember rightly, is a doubled up 4mm cord, which has the rondelles, has the labradorite and the lapis lazuli in it. So I hope you like that bracelet as well. It's actually quite a pretty little bracelet. Oh, sorry, I've got a bit of fluff off my mat there. And the knot was glued with GS Hypo cement. Then we have the earrings that match the necklace. As I said with the necklace, the chains on each necklace, you have 2 chains that are 11 links long. Then you have 2 chains, so it's 7 links long, and 2 chains that are 4 links long. You have 3, you have 1, 2, 2, hold on, 1, you have 3 10mm lapis lazuli on each necklace, and you have 3 8mm labradorite on each necklace, and it just gives you this lovely drape which you can arrange the beads in any order you wish, and they just fall beautifully. And as you can see, it's got this lovely little jangle to it. So I hope you like September's Bargain Bead Box makes that I have made. Bargain Bead Box is a lovely curated kit which, delivered to the UK, is £25.7 a month, and in America it's $25.99 a month. I have a referral link that you are not obliged to use, but I will put in the comments if you so wish to use. You can use it to sign up and you get a bonus when you do so. I only get a bonus if 3 people choose to use that referral link. You do not have to use it to sign up. You can just go to Bargain Bead Box and sign up. I will also put their website so that you can do that. Also, when you sign up to Bargain Bead Box, you get a 30% discount to use in their sister store, Bead Box Bargains, which will be sent with the box and to your email address. But also, the bonus is, even if you're not signed up to their subscription, you can still use Bead Box Bargains. Their site is amazing. They have such discounted prices that you still get an amazing price, even without 30% discount. I use it to buy all my beads, all my findings, my chain, everything. It's absolutely wonderful. I am again going to show you what was in this month's box and how much it comes to. So this is what was in this month's box, and this is how much it came to. I will put in the description, because I forgot to find out for you, as I said I would do when it came to the necklace portion, how much this month's box came to and how much it is in British money, in sterling, in pounds. So I'll write how much it is in American, and below I'll write out the pound equivalent. So thank you for watching, and if you could kindly like, share, comment and subscribe, I would be extremely grateful. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a good day, morning, night, evening, wherever you are. Bye friends.